And we are underway from Miami. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Second down and 6 now. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
The tight end in motion right. Now Achane on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Help him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the gun, Murray. He'll try and do this himself. Murray fighting, lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Daniels. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, look at the juke. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return on 10 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback.
He was brought down by Brandon.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Matthews. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
Murray now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. Getting home that time to Marvin Overshown.
Loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the Commanders' 44-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Murray. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up the 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. That is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2.
Here we go.
The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people shy away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Here's Daniels. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ready, set.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Devon Achane in the offense, ready to go once again. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Murray. A short throw there to Strange. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup brings up the 36-yard line.
Inside handoff, Matthews. Now a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first, it's Matthews again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First down and goal to go.
They run it. It's Matthews. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And goal at the 1-yard line.
And they'll run again. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Miami.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Commanders nothing.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
And it's 3rd down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Let's go. Gravity Lions.
Throwing now is Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Ready, set.
4 yards. That's another
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
4-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
Ready. 19 Cardinal. Ready.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, it was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled. And they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Running from the gun with Matthews. And he'll work down to inside the 45. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up
Throwing now is Murray. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Needing a few yards. Here's Matthews. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Shotgun now from Murray. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Murray now. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Cade York on now for the field goal. This from 42 yards out. York able to send this one through, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Washington 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Commanders.
Now Daniels. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Ready.
The final shot before break. Daniels going for the deep ball. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it looked like the operation got fouled up there. This ball was pushed to the right. It's no good. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs, so excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. They'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
To throw is Daniels. Complete to Taylor on the slant. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That a 92-yard kick return. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They have the field goal in their 8, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3.
Not one that I've ever met.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9. Murray going to throw. A short throw there to Strange. On the gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw, it's Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. On the return following a punt of 41.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Okay,
looking
ready?
to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Set. Deputy Lions. Ready.
Tossing out right here to Patterson.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Washington going to send out their punter,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
Miami set to take over.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run middle with Matthews. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Murray.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Troy Anderson on the coverage.
Out of the gun, here's Murray.
That one caught by Nash.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And this returnable for Hill.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Pass caught. It's Lane with it.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Daniels.
Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Washington 1st down. 1st and 10.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44.
Looking to put a drive together. They start the drive with Matthews. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Here's Murray.
2nd and 7.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Troy Anderson.
Here's take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Buffalo 18.
Commanders first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Complete once again to Watson.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
You ain't never been